Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, the 10th chapter. After this, the Lord appointed 70 others and sent them on ahead of him in pairs to every town and place where he himself intended to go. He said to them, "The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, ask the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest. Go on your way. See, I am sending you out like lambs into the midst of wolves. Carry no purse, no bag, no sandals, and greet no one on the road. Whatever house you enter, first say, 'Peace to this house.' And if anyone is there who shares in peace, your peace will rest on that person. But if not, it will return to you. Remain in the same house, eating and drinking whatever they provide, for the laborer deserves to be paid. Do not move about from house to house. Whenever you enter a town and its people welcome you, eat what is set before you. Cure the sick who are there. Say to them, 'The kingdom of God has come near to you.' But whenever you enter a town and they do not welcome you, go out into its streets and say, 'Even the dust of your town that clings to our feet, we wipe off in protest against you.' Yet know this, the kingdom of God has come near. Whoever listens to you listens to me, and whoever rejects you rejects me, and whoever rejects me rejects the one who sent me." The 70 returned with joy, saying, "Lord, in your name even the demons submit to us." And Jesus said to them, "I watched Satan fall from heaven like a flash of lightning. See, I have given you authority to tread on snakes and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing will hurt you. Nevertheless, do not rejoice at this, that the spirits submit to you, but rejoice that your names are written in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord. I had never seen my friend at the health club before, and frankly, she looked a little lost, wandering among the machines as if she were in the Forbidden Forest, just outside the Hogwarts School for Witches and Wizards. I greeted her warmly and asked her if this was her first day. "As a matter of fact, it is," she said. "And from the commercials, I thought you would just be able to come in and figure it all out on your own. But I don't understand a single one of these machines. What should I do?" I smiled because it always had been a secret fear of mine with the more complicated machines, where you kind of have to load yourself on the way an IndyCar driver has to place himself in the vehicle, that one day I would load myself in and never get out, and the fire department would have to come with the jaws of life to extricate me. "Wait here," I said, and walked briskly back to the locker room. I emerged with my personal trainer's business card. "Call him," I said. "He's great." While she never used my personal trainer, she did pick up one from the health club, and the last time I saw her, she was not only looking and feeling great, but bragging about how much she could bench press and leg press. When I saw her working out, she had a big smile on her face and was clearly having a good time. It was not long before I began to see her husband working out with the same trainer. His reaction was not the same. His was not a reaction of overwhelming joy, but He looked like a man who had been sentenced to a lifetime of hard labor. I sauntered up to him and said, "Nothing like being married to a convert." "Tell me about it," he said, in an unamused way, and off he went, following his trainer the way a convict follows their jailer. Contrast this with another conversation I had just this week with a member of this parish about the fact that we have a great website, cards and refrigerator magnets that one can give to neighbors and friends, that I might be tempted to check us out, either online or in person. "That's scary," he said. "Why?" I asked. And he replied, "Because it brings to mind Mormon missionaries or Jehovah's Witnesses who make me feel uncomfortable." I understand exactly where this faithful member is coming from. And so does Dr. Fred Anderson of Madison Avenue Presbyterian Church, and everybody who's ever written a word in wonder as to why deeply believing and otherwise faithful people are so reluctant to speak about their faith in public. The answer is simple, says Craddock: fear of rejection. It makes us feel like lambs being sent out in the midst of wolves. Actually, the early followers of Jesus were just that, lambs in the midst of wolves. They faced an empire that martyred many. The early followers of Jesus faced not only religious but governmental persecution that would lead to early and unnatural deaths. The only danger that I can see that we American Christians face is indifference. That's why I see telling somebody about your faith by sharing a card or a magnet as being not any more scary than giving out a card for your personal trainer.